What a big day for the unemployed. New York has a new mayor. Ain't that some shit? How's it been? How's it been? I know the 5 people that know of me are happy to see me. I hope you're doing well. What a great day. What a great day for a blue wave. Which is not the topic of this video, by the way. I just bring this up real quick just to let you know that isn't it crazy how a lot of people are already saying that Mondami is literally going to do another September 11? Isn't that racist, insane, and wild? Especially when this United States was literally funded by immigrants. But that's neither here nor is it there. It's also crazy, like the people, right? Christians. This is supposedly part of a prophecy that they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about, bro, honestly. But who cares? That doesn't matter. Today we're talking about important stuff. Okay? Like I said in the beginning, this is for the unemployed. If you're unemployed, this is for you. We're talking about a situation which is ridiculous because it's the whole Emiru, and I might be getting these names wrong. I don't know these people. I am heavily employed. I try my best to get into these topics and understand what's going on, but I am indeed heavily employed, okay? Once again, Emiru and Mizkif. We're talking about Twitch streamers today, guys. I do want to prefix. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to say pretty much that, yes, it's a little bit fucked up, right? What's going on or what happened to Emiru, which pretty much I'm going to boil it down for you, right? We're not going to watch videos. We're not going to talk about their opinions and stuff like that. I'm just showing you two quick things. Very simple, very fast. What she said and what this motherfucker had the audacity to fucking say. Like, genuinely. Mind you, by the way, this is a crazy run. Like, this is a crazy run because Emiru literally just came from literally getting harassed and attacked in TwitchCon, which is literally bombastically insane. That's wild. That's literally insane. And from my understanding, supposedly she was not able to bring her own security because Twitch would take care of it. And we saw Twitch did not take care of it. But again, this is a crazy run because she's coming from that, go into this right here, which this is actually insane, right? Trigger warning, Mizkif. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show y'all. Hold on. Trigger warning, Mizkif. That is insane. Mizkif is the trigger warning. Like, do you understand how crazy that is? And again, I don't want to seem insensitive. I don't want to see fucked up. This is people's problems, right? They're just widely popular online, and then it becomes everybody's problems because people have crazy parasocial relationship with people that don't know them. And it is what it is, right? But this is your regular relationship. Like when the girl is more successful than the guy and the guy cannot stand that shit, that is what's going on here, okay? So obviously, I am not going to watch a 1 hour and 30-minute video. I will watch the GOAT.
This might be one of the biggest online creator scandals of the year. You've got accusations of abuse, assault, blackmail, and even animal cruelty. Because over the weekend, you had Twitch streamer Emiru unveiling some pretty horrific allegations against her ex and fellow streamer Mizkif. Right? If you're unfamiliar, they are big and notable names in the streaming space, though you also might recognize their names from some pretty high-profile incidents over the last couple of years. But what you had in this stream from over the weekend was Emmy dropping a massive bomb.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing.
Right, and that's exactly what she appeared to do. She outlined her and Mizkif's entire relationship starting back in 2021 when, before they started dating, he offered to move her into the house to escape stalkers around her place in Kansas.
That is crazy. This motherfucker told Shorty before they were even a thing, move into my place. We got you. We are going to let those stalkers get out of your life. And then he became one of them. This motherfucker.
Two, they started dating after she joined OTK, which is the streamer conglomerate that Mizkif helped start with other big streamers like Asmongold. And you had Emmy saying that there were some red flags right off the bat.
It's not a secret. I think everyone who paid attention knew that he was very controlling over what I wore, to a degree, who I was friends with, and even when I would stream.
And then even worse, she alleged that he'd throw things at her like water bottles or his phone, and even gave her a black eye once. But then also you had Emmy saying that Mizkif would say it was an accident.
Why?
And he brushed it off. Then you had Emmy saying that it was after Mizkif's cancellation over the cover-up allegations where things got really bad, and he became obsessed with the fact that her viewership numbers were higher than his. Where they're saying that it went as far as making her stream at different times in hopes that the overlap between the audiences wouldn't impact.
I told you this was a loser story. All right, I said it. I said it. I told you motherfuckers this was a loser's story. This dude really changed Shorty's schedule just so he can try to get more viewers. That is insane. Just because he was a shit human being and had mad controversies on himself.
Him as much. And saying one time when they did stream together, he was so mad that her numbers were better that he broke a door. And she also said that another time he started throwing things because one of her
That is such white people activity, bro. Is he white? He looked like kind of Hispanic. Like, what is going on with bro?
YouTube videos was performing well, leading her to say.
So basically, I felt like I was kind of stuck in a loop where I felt like I had to constantly perform and like prove my value to not be thrown away. But at the same time, if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it.
With an Emmy saying that things got to a point where she knew that she needed to move out, especially because Mizkif was getting even more aggressive, saying he was punching holes in walls, banging on the door when she locked herself away in her streaming room, and even flying down the road at 150 miles per hour, threatening to kill them both. And then on top of that,
While she's in the car, yo, what's up with bro? What's wrong with this motherfucker?
Said he didn't respect boundaries, such as in an incident where after they ended things, she was crying and he was holding her. And during that, she said he kissed her face and neck, which she allowed because she was more focused on the sobbing. But also you had Emmy adding that while she was crying, he tried to take things further by suddenly reaching into her pants, with her saying she screamed, prompting him to jump up, and saying that he felt like he did something wrong and left without making sure that she was okay. Right in the middle of this, you had Emmy saying that she tried really hard to keep things cordial because, you know, so much of their lives overlapped, and Miz would respond by apparently berating her and accusing her of trying to harm his career. And you had Emmy saying that his pettiness over this extended to even the smallest things, like when he complained in Discord DMs that she was a better tank than him in World of Warcraft. And
yo, hold the fucking door. That is the whitest shit I've ever said in my life. What does bro mean? That he's arguing with her because she was a better tank than him. Ain't Shorty, aren't they the same ones that he was trying to do like a speed run on Mario? Hold on, I gotta find this shit because ain't no fucking way. I feel like I vaguely remember this shit, bro. Hold on. Mario. I feel like it is. It literally is. Hold on. He was trying to speed run it. I even like that shit.
Why are your settings like this? These aren't even the default settings.
First fucking try. You truly hate to see it. I think he beat her ass after this, bro. You hate to see it. You hate to fucking see it. I'm pretty sure other people searched this up. Come on. 2 years ago, the silence is so loud. Yeah, this was 3 years ago. Yeah, he definitely fucking hit her. Like, there is no shot. Mizkif probably punched a hole in the wall and threw his phone at Emiru. It's funny. It's fucked up. Still funny. Very fucked up, though. I can't believe this shit. This motherfucker's a herb.
And his chat was making fun of him for it. With Emmy then saying eventually she just knew she couldn't maintain any relationship with Mizkif, so she cut off contact and said that she hasn't spoken to him since January of this year. Though that is, you had Emmy saying that he's tried to contact her 40 times since the beginning of the year. And they're sharing screenshots of him appearing to beg for a response and having a long-winded message professing his love for her. Something Emmy also said was composed nearly entirely by ChatGPT. And now, in more recent months, Emmy said that she's heard of Mizkif trying to get a smear campaign going if she ever came forward, and added,
I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
And apparently, that wasn't coming out of nowhere, because
Huh?
after this, you had Mizkif immediately jumping to accuse Emmy of neglecting her rabbits, and his response by not cleaning their cages and leaving them in extreme heat without food or water, which then led over the course of a year to several of them dying because of the alleged neglect. But then, as far as the other allegations that Emmy laid out, you had Mizkif having a response for nearly all of them.
In regards to being controlling,
Wait, so he comes back? Nah. Wait, hold on. I gotta sit down, bro, because I can't stand this motherfucker. There's no shot he comes back from this, bro. Does he genuinely come back from this? I've been so out of the loop on like internet drama, like video game drama, every type of drama. Like I've been trying to lock it into my life, bro. Cause like there's a lot going on here in the United States. And if you don't lock in, bro, you're just gonna be broke. Look at the shit with the government shutdown that's going on right now. Ridiculous shit. But there's no way he's coming back from this, right? Can he? Because he kind of does look like a little bit of a douchebag.
I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole.
Okay.
Stop talking about past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that
Past relationships is kind of odd. But then this motherfucker followed it up with, "You cannot go anywhere without me?" Controlling much?
I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt.
Mizkif also responded to the accusations of violence by saying that he never hit Emmy, and her characterization of him throwing things was exaggerated. And with all this, he went on to claim that he and Emmy's entire relationship was toxic, due in part because of how shitty his mental health was after he was canceled. And then also with that, he said that Emmy also threw things like plushies and clothes at him, and he would punch holes in the wall out of anger. And then he also said that they both threatened to kill themselves when things got rough. And then you had Mizkif going on to address the messages that he had sent her since she went no contact with him at the beginning of the year. And with that, saying that he was concerned because he was removed
Wait, is
from
there a
chats
clip about
and
this?
plans and just really confused.
No, hold on, Phil. You need to hold the fuck on. What are we talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, there's no shot. Why is my stuff
telling
tripping?
Cheddar to leave my house. He was my cat. Shouting began. Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I
Yo, this motherfucker cannot be serious. There's no fucking way. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm saying, did you just throw a plushie at me? You fucking bro. He did not help his case at all.
were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. Every month went by the last year, and I found one that wanted her to move out first. I was the
Supposedly he kicked her out. Is what's going on, bro? How? Why would you? It sounds like he didn't hit her, but like at some point it looks like he gave her a black eye though. So something happened. But like he would throw shit at her and like punch walls. Like what the fuck, bro? Like on some Rampage Jackson shit for what? Because she threw a plushie at him. Oh, I'm sorry, Kirby hurt your fucking feelings because that motherfucker don't hurt. What? There's just no way. I'm genuinely like in shock.
The big long love letter, he said that he was drunk and lonely. But then that also didn't stop him from promising to go nuclear in the event that Emmy came forward with any of the issues in their relationship. Or with him saying now that he's going to defend himself.
That doesn't make you look good or sound good, bro. What a fucking piece of shit. Yes, if you tell people how much of a piece of shit I am, this is what we gonna do. What?
And that he has more messages and videos and pictures that he's going to release over time because he has, quote, nothing to lose at this point. And so seemingly this is not where the story ends. And also, of course, because we're talking about two big online personalities, there's been a lot of reactions. So in general, it appears that most are supporting Emmy, and that appears to include other creator Asmon Gold, who's known both of them for years and has talked about the situation a lot. Right?
I'm good with Mr. Ratman. I don't want to hear about Mr. Ratman. Like, I am good off that. What a great day to be unemployed, bro. Honestly, like this is so ridiculous. Again, it's fucked up what he's doing to Shorty or what he did to her because she got herself out of that situation. Because she can. A lot of people can't. A lot of people choose to be there. You know, to each his own. But that's insane. That is genuinely ridiculously insane. I cannot begin to understand what the fuck goes through these people's mind, especially this Mizkif guy. Like, what the fuck is up with, bro? Like, holy shit. I think if you look back now on like their stuff, you can kind of see like how much of an asshole he was and shit like that. And that's genuinely crazy, bro. that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I might try to post a little bit more, as I always say, but then nothing else happens. But you have a good one. Peace out.